Hello, welcome back. Today I'm going to teach you how to crochet a retro daisy granny square, I think that's what it's called. So you're going to start with a magic circle and you're going to make 8 single crochets in your magic circle. I just recommend using whatever yarn you feel comfortable with and the recommended hook size for that yarn. You're going to pull your tail tight and make a slip stitch to your first stitch, then you're going to chain 3. Make a double crochet in that very same stitch. Your chain 3 does count as a double crochet stitch, so pretty much you've made an increase. You're going to go around and make 2 double crochets in each stitch. When you get back to the beginning of your round, you're going to slip stitch to your chain 3. Now you can snip off your yellow and fasten off since you won't be using this again. Now you're going to join to any stitch with the color you want for your petals and chain 3. And your chain 3 always counts as a stitch, so you're going to go ahead into that very same stitch and put 2 more double crochets. Chain 1, skip a stitch, go into the next stitch. Now make 3 double crochets in that stitch. This is going to be repeated all the way around. So chain 1 and make 3 double crochets in the next stitch because you are skipping a stitch in between. Then at the end of your round, chain 1, make a slip stitch to the top of your chain 3. Now, at the end of this round, you should have 8 petals. You are going to pull your petal yarn up and get your new color for the background of your square. And you are going to attach it to the skip stitch that you skipped on your previous round. And you are going to chain 3. And since that counts as your double crochet, you're going to chain another 5 to get to your next space. And then when you get to your other skip stitch from the previous round, you're going to make a double crochet into that. Now you're going to chain 5 and do the exact same thing. Skip to your skip stitch from the previous round and make a double crochet in that. Repeat this all the way around and slip stitch to the top of your chain 3. And then next we are going to be changing back to your white yarn for another petal round. Now we're back to our petal color and you're going to begin with a chain 3 and that counts as your first double crochet. So in the next stitch you are going to make 2 double crochets and in the stitch after that 1 double crochet. And you can see you're out of stitches on that petal, so you're going to chain 2 to get to your next petal. Make 1 double crochet in that very first stitch, 2 in the next, and 1 in the last, and you're going to repeat this all the way around for your petals, making sure at the end of the round to slip stitch to the top of your chain 3. And once again, after this round, we will be changing back to our background color, which for me is the color green. Now, with our background color, you're going to want to start by chaining 3, and then making 1 more double crochet into that very same green space on the round below. Now we are going to chain 5 to get to our next green double crochet, and in that green double crochet you are going to put 2 double crochets, and you're going to repeat this all the way around. So you're going to chain 5 to get to your next double crochet, and then in your double crochet you're going to make 2 double crochets. And at the end of your round, you're going to chain 5 and slip stitch to the top of your chain 3. For this round, we're going to be working with our petal color again. So you're going to chain 3. Chain 3 counts as your first double crochet. Then in your next stitch, you're going to make 2 double crochets. And then you have 2 stitches left on this petal, and you're just going to put 1 double crochet in the last 2 stitches. Then you're going to chain 2 to get to your next petal, and you're going to put 1 double crochet in the first stitch, 2 in the second stitch, and then 1 in the last 2 stitches. You're going to repeat this all the way around, so chain 2 to get to your next petal, put 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, and then 1 in the last 2. When you get to the end of your round, you are going to chain 2 and slip stitch to the top of your chain 3. For this round, we're sticking with our petal color. Chain 1 and make 1 single crochet in the same stitch. Then you're going to skip a stitch and make 5 double crochets in the next stitch. Then after you make those 5 double crochets, skip one more stitch and make a single crochet in the last stitch of this petal. Then you're going to repeat this all the way around, so you're going to chain 2 to get to your next petal, put a single crochet in the first stitch of the petal, skip over a stitch, put 5 double crochets in that next stitch, skip over one more, and in the last stitch make a single crochet, and at the end of your round chain 2 and slip stitch to the first single crochet of the round. Then you can snip off your white yarn because you will not be using it anymore for this pattern. For the last couple rounds of this square, we are just going to be working with our background color. So you're going to start by chaining 3, and that counts as your first stitch. Then in your second double crochet, you're going to make 2 double crochets. Then if you flip your white petals back, you will see that there is a green chain 5 hanging back there, and you are going to make 5 double crochets into that space. Then you're going to come back up and you're going to make 1 double crochet in that first green double crochet, and then 2 in the second. Then you're going to go behind your petal, find your chain 5, and make 5 double crochets into that chain 5 space. You're going to repeat this all the way around, and when you get to the beginning, slip stitch to the top of your chain 3. For this round, you're going to chain 1 and start by making 6 single crochets. Start in the very first stitch and then make 5 in the next 5 stitches. Then you are going to make 1 half double crochet, then 1 double crochet. And now we are going to work our corner, which is going to be 2 double crochets in the same stitch, chain 2, and then put 2 more double crochets in the same stitch. Then you are going to make 11 single crochets, then 1 half double crochet, 1 double crochet. Then for your corner, you're going to make 2 double crochets in the same stitch, chain 2, and 2 more double crochets in the same stitch. Then 11 single crochets, and this will be repeated all the way around. And when you get to the beginning of your round, you are going to slip stitch to your very first single crochet. And you will notice that you only have 5 single crochets at the last portion of your work. That's because you already did 6 on that side, so 5 plus 6 equals 11. So that gives you the same amount as every single side. Now for your last round, it's pretty simple. You're going to chain 1 and make half double crochets until you get to your corner, and in your corner you're going to make 2 double crochets, chain 2, and 2 more double crochets. Then make half double crochets till you get to your next corner, and then make your corner. It is pretty simple. And then when you get to the end of your round, you are going to slip stitch to your first half double crochet, and that is your finished square. And then you are going to snip off your yarn, fasten off, and weave in all those ends. And that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next one.